welcome to the show. I'm Ohemaa Serwaa Brakatu from YenGhana. Today we have another fun topic to wiggle about, and it's all about before you say I do. We are going to learn quite a few things about how we can do it right, and it's going to be informative, educative, and interesting. There's nothing better to remember than every detail about the happiest day of a woman's life, and sometimes that of men too as well. In our episode today, we've got two real-life stories that put our episode in the right perspective, and it's going to help you a lot when you find yourself in that same situation, and it's going to add more meaning and value to our episode today. And there was Jumedi, you see. Dear Baba can asem in some Bissabia, it was say you to me Bissabissa, your partner nom and answer in Yanubia, it was say you to me, and Sana, ye bepney proposal, this wa, yapneso. O my shad yaki to every hasi. Sir, Obia O'Donnell. Na, wa no aba. Ninsa right you on it, unim yashinati. Watching on sunny fame. Or say, will you marry me? Hey! Say sometimes yani okasa na say yeah man dey wo pro so beka say yes. But yana say mi say bi wo hwa e wo say yetumi dwene ho ansa na ye be pne so anasa ye beka say I do na yaka. E mo mie ya no nka ne keke say I do o. There are some questions we should ask, and I say we should even know before if we would say I do we say I do. Our episode today spans across lifestyle, faith, commitment, character, and the personality of the person you will or may be saying I do to. You and I know that there are numerous questions that are supposed to be asked in this episode, but we're going to look at only about 25 of the questions. And I'm sure there are more to add to it, and you can add them in the comment section down below. Here are the questions. 1. How often will they want to go out socially as a couple with you? Number 2, how often will you spend time with each other's family? Number 3, do they have the ability to make and keep friends? Number 4, how many children do they want to have once you get married? Number 5, how do they want to handle disciplining your children? Number 6, what are their religious beliefs? Number 7, what faith will you teach your children? 8. In what circumstances will they consider divorce? It's a bit of a stretch, but it's important, you know. It's very important to know. 9. Will they attend counseling when problems start after marriage? Number 10. What are their views on socializing with opposite sex friends? 11. What steps will they take to do away extramarital affairs in your marriage? 12. Do they have a savings plan, and do they actually have money saved or something hanging onto when you get married? 13. Are they in debt, or what kind of debt plus how much? 14. Do they have unambiguous ideas about right and wrong? Or 15. Will they lie if it makes things more convenient for them? 16. Are they willing to do hard work, or do they want instant success and quick money? 17. Do they accept responsibility when they've made a mistake or try to blame others? 18. Do they have a quick temper? How do they show it? By screaming, walking away, breaking things, or resulting to physical violence? 19. How well are they when it comes to communicating? Are they open to discussing sensitive subjects, or do they get defensive and withdraw? 20. Do they hold a grudge, or they are forgiven? 21. Do they complain often about people, work, or other things? 22. Do they criticize others, pointing out their flaws and shortcomings? 23. What are their expectations for sex? Very important. 24. Medical and health conditions. And lastly, 25. Likes and dislikes and much more. Okay, we gathered a few questions from our fans prior to filming this episode, and we wanted to keep it simple, so we will try to take or talk about only 4 of the questions. Starting with this, from Asantwa Mercy in Tamale, Ghana, and I quote, "Is it right to ask your boyfriend how many chicks they've slept with before accepting their marriage proposal?" Hey! And yes, in terms of question here, I know then so ya behwe na ye pe anu ye amawo. Okay, I'm say you feel uncomfortable about it there because if you have no partner you wish that you know like the girls he has been with, but maybe you shy to ask or something, and it makes you feel uncomfortable. I think you should ask so you feel comfortable with the person you are with, and I think it's a right to know about the person you're going to spend your lifetime with. So to know more about him is not bad. So I think it's very right to ask such a question. Ti asantwa mijidi se wakumwa ato wuye busano. Secondly, from Juliet Asare in Cape Coast, Ghana. When is it right to say yes to your lover when he proposes? Hey, I'm saying morning one a day and some misanable. I believe the right time to say yes to your partner when he proposes is when you feel you know him enough, you trust him enough, you love him enough, you've had answers to some questions maybe you were feeling uncomfortable with, and you trust him so much and you've got to know whatever you want to know about him. And if you feel very right about him, if you feel sure about him, I think that is the time to say yes to him when he proposes. So thank you very much, Juliet Asari, and I hope you are cool with this answer. Okay, you remember I said earlier we have 2 real-life stories to help this episode and put it into the right perspective. And this is the first one from Florence Nkrumah from Wenchi, Ghana. Said the yenua ba no e ka kire ye no asem ni si eye afe 2005 mu. Na sa 2005 mu na yenua ba Florence say owie school. Na owie school na msa nyoma mu ye den ma no. Na ebi ni fie, eje ni bi, ena ni bi. Nti na ato no ni asesabo eni fie tina. Ono so na wo pe so obeye bibi ana obeto na school ni so mpo. Na nso so oboafo ne hwan. Said that one and the boy they in Sempa brain say, or now kwakoto a year hairdressing, a jumem wetutia who can na yenuya baby and je. Any I was a pet a wako share jumana say, nanka kanka me and a dome, and my niece ye man upon a home. Now upon a hono. Or ye, just say a chrome hon wo jiding if he said now or yade. Na after a year mpono, or such as a sikabe boon so man, non any boy no, any jenkwan, na mishra womo. Na Africa na ni pastor take kasa ni mi krom foi radio do beni se kra wa kwa ye be mai for boys na nso eja ye nim nso on do say na ye do kron na aka bosume baako po ama ya kan omutiri abom se wokunu ni oye ne no e na boga bi orade every Italy call Ghana say ekohu ne busuampo se wo ba be ware abayi Abai radio said that on one in the boy wo boy na boano odono nso so nti anya ade obewa radio free Italy buy no busuafo said that wonim se wachi ni bi nti anka wo ware na chese wa ye yia mebi nso aso ye nso yeso abai we said that no the pressure to ne swama na adwene sesaye e mo no so kopre so e koduru echi o ware bogai e jai ne mplano be me dia humetie e ko ni baabi Get you worry boy, said the any more asasiano, and your mako ye, and then you're no worry boga, and you're no worry boga. Your mako come. Afe boy is some bad Italy. Eh, said yes, what do my name is cow friend of Debia after 3 months. Get you friend now on fat. On one man no, on one tenenka. Afe who say, well, worry you, so on worry you. Afe now to know soon, any are war. Afi o started to hu say as the bear man kura wo yire wo ma eh o frefre wo mo ha wo mo fie investigation kakran no hu say ya mpa no kre bear man wo yire wo Italy esa wo ma mienu kura chese ne yire no o ye legal wife wo ho ono no o platform ono ne de na ye etie na chese wo ba ne de obi entie ne de ndru ba bia eh abai radio sunia rehuo osanko just be man wo yire dia wo yeden eja ne de nuru ba bia ne de wo bia ntie osanko ne boy dada ne ho a so no kra ware ene e de nije ne yerete afei obayi se rade medi nkwase asem afei no adane calibus migidi so de sekore gu ne ti so ka ho nso obayi ne den yenua bayi si okuna ni ma enye yie okuna chi enye yie osoro apono asase apono nti no aka nsinsemu nti na ne wo so oya ne se ofre be me na te se omu agya be ma ne no twitwa ne nsem so amanda dan ntem so no so e fa ne ho adwen etwitwa be me nsem so ma no e ma ne take ni program nti eto na reho ne ade nti de nti obode brain pa ne se ebenya suehunu efrim sometimes na ya na ye make it like the decision of marriage a good say we should seek the ideas of our elderly people, but we should make our decision first. Because worry, that's a motive, no something apart from love. You shouldn't enter into that marriage. Love should be the only reason to which you should enter into a marriage. Because you be anka udi ya no done nature. Anka mijidi senka by this time de odo eni asundwe ni bia hoye ena na ete ho. Nenso ma na wo fo dada no no kodi sika ne abruchi echi ni nti no. Isi awabo asesa. We lose the love of her life. Ena awawe enso so abo no. Isi anera ho like waye basa ena manfo so dia na edi na tem so we bubu eme kwasea ena tese onyankopon aketua na tese wenya no. Or sorry and say especially to us ladies, no, we should be very, very careful when we entering into marriage or saying I do to somebody. We should make sure we love that person 100% with our whole heart before we say I do to that person. Inti enu abaye dase papa. Ejidi sese esu hui ebe boa ye nyina ama ye tu anamon a ye hu anamon a ye tu na nipa kronso so ye ne etu anamon. Inti we hope say you find another person who would love and cherish you and make you happy once again. So now on to the other two questions that we had before filming this episode are starting from Cynthia Athurinya, and her question is, what will you do when you find out that the person you are about to say yes to has lied or is lying to you? Do you continue by saying yes or you say no? Cynthia, we thank you very much. Well, I think when you know it depends on you. Because se wunnim se nipa no otwa ntrocho anase obusu a otwa ntrocho na we busa no like de enti a oyesa na e bia because some people tell lies just to make other people and answer their partners happy. Enti ubusa na e bia otwa ntro no just because e bia no so say obelusiw. Enti ne chese oyesa to keep you anase adwemboni bi nti anase opese play wunti anase opese obu kwase enti en na otwa ntro ne dia na madamfo fa ho adwen. Running up this, no, I think it all depends on you. So what peno? None in trona wo chana na wusu chana what's now wo dia. Forgive him and move on with him. Say penso and I say you can't take it in so I think you should quit. Because munya worry upon wo chan tro chodia. Then I'm worry what is he gonna do? So it's up to you. The last question from our fans today on the show is from Beatrice Anane from Tema Community 5, and this is what she wrote. I had 3 guys ask for my hand in marriage, but all 3 lacked the qualities of a husband. 1. The first one didn't want to have children after marriage. The second one is an atheist and does not share the belief of my religion or faith. The third one was a thief and a liar and has a dark vibe about him. Now, I'm 32 years old and I no time waste for no man. Now, my question is this. Should I say yes to the next person that comes for my hand in marriage, or still wait for the right guy? Wow. Beatrice, I think this is a wonderful question, but with your age and everything, I think you should accept the next guy that comes. That's if you love him. And with the love you people will have for each other, I think you can change things. Because as I said earlier on, as you found mistakes with or you investigated and knew the mistakes of the other guys, you're definitely going to have a mistake about the next one that comes to. So you put love first. If you love the person, then the next move is like, let's say you work on his mistakes and everything. Don't look at the mistakes first or the personality first. Look at the love you have for the person first. And then as time goes on, I think things will change with love and everything. Let me talk about the second life experience story we had from our fan today. This story was sent to us from Gabriela Domfe from the US of A. Na yenua banen so asem a ode brayen ene se drew US now 2 years later, and Oshia a year a bear more kama be out with sita bear mem. She met a guy 2 years after she went to the States, and they started going out. They became romantically involved. Let me put it this way: Obudo, Emma Bearman and Bearman's Budo, Emma said the can was anti-trimono. Now, without asking much questions or knowing like some necessary things about the guy, they got married after just 6 months of knowing each other. Na say nyoma koso momo na be man adwuma na ye ne se on dey so be man ne say woton cars nso ba no hu be man officer wote a woton cars mpo dan so odo asem ne nyina efrefra obe ne den say dwumedi a be man ye ne say wo wiawia cars na waton na wone akomfo wiamfo mpanimfo pa so na ye adwuma je say wo ko business ni mo ache yie na say efi ano mu team omeje pade ano mo ye omsika ye da bank be ma ne hunyansa de nyina oba ni din na tese wo de to so onim se tese be ma no do ne bro so odi ni din ye yoma nyina enua be ni age afi da kro yo beti ane se ukunu ena koti aba bezoa no kwai na me kunu de wa ye den okobuse mu a se ye se be ma no ye konfo a o wiawia cars eton afi ye komu bani hu se be man echi nyanya oni good record na afi se omu hu se be man no na akonfo mpanifo na ye adwuma ni nti no omu like omu eye deal se onka omu a oni omu ye adwuma na se ni mpanifo no onyi wo omu ma na che se ye fa ni nkoto prison ya wan house arrest keke why na mpesa ha de ewe ye bi go to prison ye se ka you pani money ma house arrest eno kan ye ena chese ndo e man house arrest e hwehwem se esa wo japade nyina ban ne de inside den eto so em se ja ye de be man so bobo ni wie na police fo so ba e ko hwehwe be man ni nyoma yi mu nyina se wo ban ne din na da so ye be fa wo ban e ko ye police fo busa ne nsensem a o se onim adwuma be man yi ye na how why na be gi asem wo edi se be man a wo ne nete wonnim dwumadi a wodi awo ye japade odi udi nyina to so na chese wonnim apolice for said da obey nim hu bi okamafo ne hwan na e ba beka hwan na okache ne se wonnim dwuma wodi wonnim ne kone ne ba na ware na obagi edi na ye nua be yi on na ne ba bi a onnim ho hwe no mu no ye ma no 5 years in jail e na no be ma ni mu e wo house arrest wa hwe so boy a police for the boy ba na no onnim ho hwe no aje so no na oboa be ma no na je so o wiawia cars na omu pese omu didi mu nti onu di ne din ato bibia ha so wa hwe mo wa hwe ni ye as they accept proposals. We should know more about the person we accept to get married to. And yes, Obia, I don't care about your past and everything. The most important thing is now, me and you. And you're very important, and you're cool. I understand that. But knowing a bit about the past of the person you're engaging yourself to is something very, very important. We should give importance to. Enti, ya doye nua ba no ase. Papa wonsem a wodi ama ye nei. Enti ye beda ase pa ye sese nyame hwro, nyame ma hoden, nyame ma kokuduro, na onyiw emfiri amane a wo mu no mu. Na wo pie nsusu a, oma obe ma obedu no kre achro, be ma obedo, no so wo mu se asawa. Well, to the advices and tips, we gathered 10 strong tips that you should consider in all situations or circumstances before saying I do. My number one is going to be, you must have a clear mind on that decision. People get too excited when it comes to proposals, you know, like they forget to think about they forget to think about the necessary questions they should ask before saying I do. They get excited by the situation and just say, oh, I do. By something we should take into consideration. Number two, you should know how to survive on your own when your partner is unavailable. To those women that stay at home and say, oh, I wouldn't do anything, I wouldn't work, I wouldn't school because a man is coming to marry me and he's going to take care of me. No. It's something very, very wrong. What if your husband is not there? You should be able to stand on your own when he's not around. Number three, you should be able to fully trust your partner to commit to him or her through every situation. Every situation. Underline every situation. Number 4, your partner should be able to count on you to be there for him or her whenever you need them, or vice versa. Very important. Number 5, when it comes to sex, you should fuck their brains out. I heard from a Jacko there's a new style called Muntung Gini Gini or whatever. I have no idea what that is, but I think you should do more than that. Also, Mututongano. 6, you should be able to understand the fact that marriage goes beyond just your husband or wife before you say yes. Both your families are involved as well. So you need to give or show respect, kindness, and love towards them all. 7, people say marriage is 50-50, but I believe that is totally wrong. Marriage should be 100%, 100%. Give it your all, not 50-50. Not 99.9%. It should be 100% from both parts. 8, you should be able to forgive your partner when they go wrong sometimes. Oh, women, especially us, we seem to drag things, we should let things go and forgive. Number 9, let God, I love this. Let God be the leader in your decision, marriage, etc. In everything we do, we should put God first. Because with him, everything is possible. He should be the author and finisher of everything we do. If we have God as the foundation of our marriage, our building will be strong. When the storm comes, it wouldn't move. It wouldn't shake. We should acknowledge God in everything that we do. Number 10, be fun. Don't be so uptight. Laugh. Laugh a bit. Enjoy life today, because there will be a time where things won't be the same as it is now. So, you two should be friends, You should be able to laugh, tease each other, have that kind of relationship. Not like a rigid person who wouldn't even laugh when something is funny or anything. You should put that behavior aside and be fun. That pretty much sums up our episode for today, and we hope you take a few of the points from what we've talked about today to better enrich your life, your relationship, and whatever, and ease you when you become that special person to someone, and when you are asked that $1 million question, will you marry me? Well, you can catch us again on our next episode, where we're going to talk about important things we should know about our opposite sex. And to be part of the show, you can send us your ideas, views, anything via swj@yenghana.com, and we would be happy to hear from you. Please hit the subscribe button down below if you like this episode and the content it carries, and you can share it via the numerous social networks. From YenGhana, I'm Ohemaa Serwaa Brakatu, and this is Share with Gina. Till we meet again, take care. And who here and where you free?